Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 29. 29. What's up?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Down. 180. Check 41. Double dog. That's the way.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Check back, check back.
Carr now on first down. Wilson snags it left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
White down. White 85.
Now Carr again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is right through. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Lamar Miller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Good set. Can I take? 54. Mike 54. Too little,
On 1st down, Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll try the air now with Watson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey, you got to snap it.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Watch that. 19. 54. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's 9. It's just me and you. Bravo.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Just keeping the play alive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
11 yards there, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On third down, Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. On target over the middle to Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Carr towards the end zone for Brook. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play 31. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So don't. 64. Wait. Nickel. Mike, 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check back, check back.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. It's Carr on the right side, Williams. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And adding on to their lead, the Jaguars have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
From the 39, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 35 on second down, Watson over the middle. That's caught by QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It's
Lamar Miller, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Here's Watson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Hill, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now, let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now. Right here. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. You ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
694.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Set. 19. 54 Mike. No chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check your hot read. That's 55. 54 is down. He's coming.
On 1st down, Watson caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come on now, come on now.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Four down. 180. It's been a long day for you.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Right there, 54 Mike. It's going to be a long day.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.